Welcome to Summary Books. Dear friends, today we will explore 5 ways the poor can leverage the power of the rich to change their lives. Dear audience, for the rich, making money is inherently a matter of mindset. Instead of working hard, they know how to utilize the resources around them to achieve their goals quickly and efficiently. This is known as the principle of leveraging the power of others to succeed. Just as Zhu Liang borrowed arrows from Cao Cao or harnessed the east wind to defeat Cao Cao's 830,000 troops with only 50,000 soldiers. In this video, we will discuss the principle of leveraging the power of others to succeed. However, before discussing the borrowing principle, you must understand one thing. You must be able to manage and control the resources you borrow. To do so, you must also be a powerful resource, possessing knowledge, intelligence, and experience. Understand that because you lack resources, you need to borrow external forces. Therefore, first and foremost, to borrow the strength of others, borrow your own strength by continually focusing on training, learning, and working. In the process of developing your internal strength, leverage resources to develop quickly through books, videos, your boss, or successful people you meet. To develop quickly, learn from the experiences, successes, and failures of others. Through this, you will find that you can move faster by leveraging the resources around you. After just 10 minutes of watching this video, instead of doing everything by yourself as before, you will know how to use external resources to help you free up labor and change your life. Lesson number 1. Leverage your own strength. You have probably heard the proverbs, "Many a little makes a mickle," or "Gathering wind makes a storm." These are short proverbs, but they convey a very meaningful message. Many a little makes a mickle means gathering small things to create something bigger. This is leveraging your own strength. Through accumulation over the years, you can gain great assets from saving, not just money, but also knowledge, skills, and relationships. Accumulate them day by day to be ready for a major opportunity. In the Proverbs, it is a metaphorical image referring to the accumulation of money, knowledge, understanding, and human skills, while success refers to the results achieved after continuous accumulation. It's similar to the saying, "Gathering wind makes a storm," where many gusts of wind can combine to create a big storm. In the process of accumulation, you will naturally become aware that everything you do has a goal and purpose, and small successes will accumulate to create great successes. Lesson 2. Leveraging money from banks, friends, or partners. To achieve goals in life, we all understand that a solid financial foundation is indispensable. However, not everyone has abundant resources. Therefore, the wise use of financial leverage can bring success to many people. Leveraging other people's money means that you can borrow money from others to act as a lever for your business activities, with the purpose of expanding or enhancing the scale to a larger extent than possible if your activities were restricted by your financial resources. This is the main reason for using credit cards in business and investment. Through this method, you will have access to other people's money, which can be a very important factor in your success. However, to apply this resource, you must have the knowledge to calculate the risks or successes. That is, you need to understand what happens if you succeed and what happens if you fail. You must control the risks. Skilled individuals can foresee all potential risks. Recently, we have seen many people borrowing money from banks to invest in real estate and stocks, but they end up drowning in interest debt. Real estate is not liquid, and stocks plummet, leading to borrowers being unable to withstand the bank interest or repay the due debt, forcing them to sell at the bottom to cover their debts. Their mistake is not in leveraging the bank or others' money, but in the timing and choice of purchase. For this method to have a high success rate, you must have a monthly cash flow from a sustainable business. In this way, financial leverage will be effective. Otherwise, you are just gambling with your future. Lesson 3. Leverage technology and the internet. Surely, you have heard the famous saying by billionaire Bill Gates from about 5 to 10 years ago. If your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. Bill Gates said this in 2007. Now, 17 years later, we have the perfect answer to that statement. Leveraging internet technology is incredibly important. If you want to achieve rapid and breakthrough success, you must utilize these resources. Using technology can increase efficiency and productivity, reduce costs, and increase profits. For example, you can use technology to deploy a CRM system in sales. A CRM system can help you manage customers more effectively, thereby increasing sales and profits. Alternatively, you can use technology to build automated sales systems to reach more potential customers at a lower cost. Automated sales activities will help you free up labor, thereby enhancing work efficiency. The development of technology can create classics that help people complete tasks many times faster. There are many free tools available that can help even a housewife earn millions on social media or enable farmers to sell their produce worldwide via live streams. Technology helps us connect with the world through just a phone. If utilized effectively, online technology can help you make money no matter where you are. This is essential if you want to succeed today. Lesson 4. Standing on the shoulders of giants. If your resources are not strong, use the strategy of standing on the shoulders of giants. For example, if you want to build an online store, creating a fully functional website with buying and selling features will cost a lot of time and money. Instead, you can set up shops on existing e-commerce platforms like Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, or Tiki. You just need to list your products and focus on marketing. The rest of the operations are handled by the platform system. This is leveraging the power of giants. You can also create videos on YouTube or TikTok, which have billions of daily visits. These are substantial resources provided by giants. However, remember that to succeed on any platform, what you offer to customers must be your own value. Therefore, the first thing I reminded you is to develop yourself first. Lesson 5. Leveraging the power of people around you. The people around you have a wealth of connections. If you follow this network, you will become acquainted with the entire world. Therefore, if you want to know something, ask. If you need help, ask for it. Many people possess knowledge and a mindset for wealth creation and are willing to share. So, there's no need to maintain pride to the point of poverty. Expand your relationships to effectively use these resources. Another type of human resource includes the time, knowledge, skills, and experience of others. To access these people, you need to have communication skills and know how to utilize others' knowledge to gain information. By developing your abilities to attract the efforts, knowledge, and money of others and concentrating them into one effort, you can accomplish much more in the same amount of time. This will help you move faster and further than relying solely on your own strength and resources. This is called leveraging the resources of others. We live in an era of rapid transformation. Everything happens quickly. If you are not wealthy and lack connections, you must rely on yourself first before you can leverage others. Society is increasingly divided between the rich and the poor, and opportunities for ordinary people are diminishing. Poverty often becomes a perpetual state. If you do not strive today, there will be nothing to talk about in the future. Below, we will share with you 3 stories about how the wealthy leverage resources to earn money, do less but gain more, and utilize the efforts and resources of others to achieve all their goals. Story 1. Integrate the resources around you. A boy is trying to move a rock in the yard. His father stands beside him encouragingly, saying, "Try to move this rock out there." But the rock is too heavy, and the child cannot move it. The boy then tells his father, "The rock is too heavy. I've tried my best, but I still can't move it." The father calmly responds, "You may have tried your best, but you haven't utilized everything around you. Why don't you ask me for help, or see that iron bar over there? Why don't you find a way to use it to lever the rock up?" Although short, this story makes us realize that we might be like that boy. Usually, we assess whether we can accomplish something based on our own capabilities. In reality, no one stipulates that you can only use your own abilities to achieve a result. Many successful people succeed not because their abilities are stronger, but because they can utilize more resources. That is the lesson on how to integrate the resources around you. Story 2. Borrowing arrows with straw boats. Ming was assisted by his rival in the classic work, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. There is an episode where Zhou Yu requests Zhu Liang to produce 100,000 arrows in preparation for a battle. One day, Zhou Yu told Zhu Liang that he must produce 100,000 arrows within 3 days, a seemingly impossible task. However, Zhu Liang calmly replied that he could meet the request within 3 days. No one could have imagined that Ming not only saved the effort of making the arrows but cleverly borrowed them from the opponent, Cao Cao. At that time, he used 20 boats, filled with straw-made dummies, to feign an attack on Cao Cao's camp. The suspicious Cao Cao indeed fell for the ruse and ordered his archers to shoot arrows at the enemy boats, even continuously supplying more crossbows and arrows. As a result, the arrows hit the straw on the boats, and within less than an hour, Zhu Liang collected all 100,000 arrows and even gave Zhou Yu a few thousand extra arrows as a bonus. At this point, Zhou Yu was only left in awe and amazement at Zhu Liang's capabilities. This is the famous strategy of borrowing arrows with straw boats from the Three Kingdoms period. The third story, The Poor and the Rich. The story is about a poor man who cried bitterly in front of the Buddha because he didn't have enough food to eat or clothes to keep warm. He recounted his difficult life and, after crying for a while, he began to lament that the society was too unfair. He wondered why the rich could enjoy their days in comfort while the poor had to suffer every day. The Buddha replied, "What do you think would be fair?" The poor man quickly said, "Let the rich do the same work that I have to do. If they still become rich, I will stop complaining and have no more opinions." The Buddha agreed and turned a rich person into a poor one. Like a poor man, the rich man had to go to a mountain every day to dig for coal. The coal dug out each day could be taken to the market to sell for food. The mountain of coal would be dug up within a month, and both the poor and the rich would dig together. The poor man was used to hard work, so digging coal for him was as easy as eating a piece of cake. In no time, he had dug out a cartload of coal and sold it at the market for money. He used that money to buy a lot of good food and drinks. The remaining money was not much. Unlike the poor man, the rich man had never done hard labor, so after a short time of digging, he was drenched in sweat and exhausted. In the evening, the rich man took the coal to sell, then bought some leftover buns to fill his stomach, saving the remaining money. The next day, the poor man got up early again and started digging coal, but the rich man went to the market and hired 2 other strong men to dig coal for him while he stood by to supervise. Within just one morning, the rich man had a few carts of coal and continued to take them to the market to sell. After that, he hired more men to dig coal for him. A month quickly passed, and the poor man had only managed to dig a corner of the coal mountain, with his daily earnings barely covering his expenses, leaving him with almost no savings. Meanwhile, the rich man had become a big boss, commanding a team of workers who had dug out the entire coal mountain, earning him a substantial amount of money. This illustrates that success doesn't lie in how much you can do alone, but in how much you can accomplish with the help of others. Leveraging others' strengths is not only a skill but also a form of courage and wisdom. Recently, I shared about the 5 principles of leveraging resources from the wealthy. The first is self-development, where one must cultivate oneself first, accumulating small gains to achieve big ones, leveraging one's own capabilities. The second is leveraging other people's money, utilizing their financial resources for investment and growth. The third is leveraging technology, using modern technologies to enhance work efficiency and optimize business processes. The fourth is standing on the shoulders of giants, benefiting from and receiving support from successful individuals in their field. Lastly, it's leveraging those around you, utilizing relationships and community support to achieve goals and success. These meaningful stories about leveraging others for success highlight these principles. Try to listen, understand, and apply them in real-life situations to change your life. Best wishes for success.